everyone. Common question we all get is, why am I in pain? And if you take aside, acute traumatic injuries, if they've just fallen down the stairs, then most of the time there's probably quite a few causes and it's really hard to pin down, particularly something like low back pain. So something I like to do is try and give them an idea of the fact that pain is often the result of not enough of a gap between capacity and demand, or what they need to be able to do and what they can handle. Now, for lots of different reasons, the demand will increase. So increase workload or increase stress in your life, even decrease sleep. All of these things can increase the demand. Well, sleep's probably on the other side of the equation. We'll get to that in a second, but increased demand both physically and mentally or emotionally, and then your capacity or what you can handle. Now, this could be that you do less exercise, you move less, so your capacity drops, or, as I said before, things like you're suddenly getting much less sleep, so your ability to handle these loads decreases. Often I think about pain as a sign that those two lines are approximating. And when they flip, so if this was to increase, that's when, or the threat of it increasing is when pain occurs. So what do we do about it then? Well, you could probably do three things. You could decrease the demand, so you could deload some things, you could de-stress some things. You could increase the capacity, so you could get more sleep, you could do more physical activity, or ideally you could do both. So, and this is what I talk about a lot with rehab. Rehab is doing both. Yeah, so rehab will certainly increase what you can handle. We may not be always able to decrease the demand. So what we're trying to think of instead is increasing our buffer. So if we can't decrease this one, and sometimes you won't be able to, I mean, I know that myself, like I run a business and I have 3 kids, there's a certain amount of load in my life that I'm not going to be able to change, and I don't want to change it either. That's my life. So if that was to becoming a problem, the solution for me is increasing my capacity. Now that's just not getting stronger, remember. That's increasing our ability to tolerate things, which is just as variable as pain is. And also just as individual as pain is as well. Remember that one. But theoretically, if we can either keep this the same or decrease it, and if we can increase what they can handle, then what we've got is this nice big buffer zone. And the bigger your buffer zone, the less likely that your system is going to identify a problem without some big event. Yeah. So often my explanation of why it's come on is like this: it's gotten too narrow, and what do we want to do? We want to blow it out. We want to make it bigger. And the best way to do that is a really comprehensive rehab plan that turns into a longer term change in how they live their life, really. And if you can do that, then I think you're winning, and the people that come and ask you for help won't need to come back very often after you do. So try that one.